Welcome to Hope Channel International. Take a closer look at the well-known story of Zacchaeus and how Jesus transformed his life in this video.
I want to share a story with you today, recorded in Luke chapter 19. Actually, Luke is the only one who records the story of a tax collector in the city of Jericho. Jesus was on his last journey through Jericho on his way to Jerusalem, and there he healed a blind man named Bartimaeus, who cried out, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." I don't know whether the tax collector heard about that recent miracle or he'd been following from the reports as taxes were collected. But the man named Zacchaeus decided that something was missing in his life. He was wealthy, he was influential in the city, he had every material possession he could ask for, but there was an emptiness inside. And so Zacchaeus decided, I want to meet Jesus. I don't think he had any idea how transformed he would be. But as I read the story there in Luke chapter 19, Zacchaeus had a problem. It's a problem I can relate to. He was short. But he said, how am I going to see Jesus? There's a huge crowd of people. Most of them are taller than me. And then he had an idea. It was a strange, a radical thought. This wealthy man gathered up his robe and began to run ahead of the crowd and climbed up into a tree. You say, Derek, unbelievable. How could it be that a person would be that desperate to meet Jesus? And the answer is, maybe you can relate. You look in your heart and you say, I need something more. I need to be transformed. And so he climbs up in the tree, and Scripture records that as Jesus is passing by, Luke 19 and verse 5, that Jesus looked up and said, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house. I don't know if Zacchaeus thought he would get a personal visit from Jesus, but I don't know if he jumped down or scooted down, but he tried to look a little more sophisticated as he walked back to his house, filled with joy, and entertained Jesus there at his own home. And it's so amazing as you read the story in Luke chapter 19 that there is an evidence of transformation. There's a generous spirit that now takes over. Zacchaeus has lived for money his whole life, but now he's giving it away. He says, I'll give half of my money to the poor. And also there's a spirit of humility. He says, if I've wronged anyone, I will repay him fourfold. This man, Zacchaeus, as a result of meeting Jesus, is transformed. And at the end of the story, Luke records that Jesus says, today, salvation has come to this house because he also is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost. You know, I learned an important lesson from Zacchaeus, and that is when you experience a personal encounter with Jesus, your life is transformed. Your behavior changes, your priorities change. And that's really the mission of Hope Channel, to share transforming messages, pointing people to Jesus, because when they connect with him, their lives are transformed.